met me here after.
Yeah, is that what happened?
And then
okay,
that was the one.
That was the one. But the one time I was with you guys, and there was this drunken guy, and he was starting shit with you, and then Tobin and then Dan, and I was like, man, I might have to hit this guy so they don't kill him. You know what I mean? Like, this guy doesn't even know what he's getting himself into. But that was a.
I'm more of a joker. Like I like to compete. Like I will fight. I definitely can get pissed off too. You know?
Sure.
But most of the time I just joke around and don't really care for drunken fights.
You've always been calm. Like I've always been kind of when I've been out with you, more of an instigator.
I take it really serious too. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to.
Well, you're smart that way.
I just don't want to see anything crazy happen. You know, I've had friends pass away from shit like that too, right? So I just rather just get drunk and fucking joke around and flirt.
Yeah. What friends have like passed away from bar fights?
Yeah, my buddy Joe Batten did from he was an old roommate. He 2012 he went to go to Kisher for the weekend. Bar fight happened. He tried to break it up or somehow got involved. Got stabbed, left in a parking lot.
Jesus,
died.
really?
You know?
Yeah. Did he train too, or was he
Christmas week too?
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Fuck.
My buddy Tyson Johnson, who's part of our team too, a good friend of mine. You know, he. I even hate bringing it up. It was terrible to watch him go through. You know, but I saw something like that go through to him and his family.
Yeah, really, eh?
You know, and then.
Fuck, man.
You know, and like other things too, right? It's just so easy. A lot of people who are gonna like drunkenly pick a fight without thinking are pretty fucking stupid anyway.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree, man. I think that like you can be as prepared as someone like yourself. At the end of the day, some guy pulls a fucking knife out and
or even like him pulls a knife out and not. Like, or does something and he's like, maybe doesn't know how to use it, hesitates, and he pulls out someone who doesn't hesitate.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's just like so quick to turn to these things.
Sure.
Heard stories where a guy pulls out a knife like this big, like a little inch or 2 inch knife, like on his like keychain, and tries to like poke a guy to scare him away, and the guy ends up dying from it. You know?
Wow.
You just don't know who you're fighting, right?
I saw one of those on like whatever the leaks, whatever it is, live leaks or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw some kids just arguing, and one kid walked up, clocked him one punch. The guy just dropped down and fucking dead with one punch.
Yeah.
Like, shit like that happens.
Yeah, there's weird stuff.
You know, like
funny or...
you don't know what people are on. You don't know.
Like I've always been pretty good to control like how it's going to unfold for myself. You know, and there's times where I haven't. You know,
Yeah.
There's times where I haven't.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of times where I haven't too. But
yeah.
like anything can happen anywhere, right? You can get hit by a car crossing the street. Doesn't mean it's going to happen every time you cross the street,
right?
But it's there, right? So,
sure. I mean, why increase your odds?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was younger, man. I didn't really.
And sometimes you're just stupid. Like as a drunk moron walking up picking a fight, you just like buy him a drink and laugh at him.
Yeah, sure.
He'll laugh now and he'll fuck off. Right?
See, that's a good attitude to have, man. More people should feel that way.
Drink more, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
have some more alcohol.
That's not exactly what I'm implying here, but I mean, like,
it's like that show. It's like when they get the devil and the angel on their shoulder. It's like me and Shawn.
Yeah.
Drink. I'm like drink.
Well, I don't know. I think back in the day we both played that role on each other, right? Where
it's just like, two.
Yeah, it's just like two devils.
Two devils. The guy's like,
yeah, for sure. Oh man, we had some wild times, dude. We had some wild times. I think the last time you were here.
Period.
What's that?
Yeah, it was a crazy couple months.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy, man. So like let's get into this a little bit because you knew Dan, my old roommate and everything.
Yeah.
So like you were kind of my go-to guy during that time when he was we realized, okay, he has an addiction to cocaine. He's dating an escort that is obviously tearing him apart, and like you'd go to you and he'd go to me. I mean, what were you thinking during that whole time? Like that was pretty crazy for both of us, right?
That was a crazy time, like Dan's who introduced us, right?
Yeah.
And he, I think probably a lot of the reason why he started this podcast too.
It is.
Like,
I mean, it's dedicated to Dan, right? So,
then, so like maybe even too when you got sober, After,
it was a good eye opener. I mean, I got sober
for yourself, right?
Yeah, but also I promised him a month before that he committed suicide, right? Like. And I shouldn't say committed suicide. We're trying to get away from that term. It's death by suicide.
Yeah.
The reason being is committed is you commit a crime, right? So you don't want these people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So that was an unfortunate circumstance that both you and I had to go through.
It was terrible for me. That was a really hard time because I just went through a big breakup.
Yeah.
That was that same week where I just told you about other stuff that's happened the year before. And
Yeah.
before I get in that too. So it
was Christmas Eve, man.
That December week of Christmas is the brutal week for like, a lot of me and my friends, you know?
Yeah.
All these guys too, you know? And then Dan, like, I was talking to him like maybe like 6 hours before, you know? So
Jesus, yeah.
insane, right?
Yeah.
And, like, he partied with us all the time. He, you know, sometimes he was upset. I don't know how much I should say or shouldn't say. You know,
well, I think at this point, it's we just want to say anything that will help someone else that's still alive and maybe struggling, right? But like, I mean, his whole situation was really, it was fucked because it could have happened to really any of us. Like that, we were all partying maybe just as hard, maybe we just didn't see that he was partying harder behind.
Yeah, I think. Well, here's the thing. I think when all of us were kind of out or drinking or whatever, we would be like, I think like that was like kind of the start of it for us and the end of it, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think we realized that he kind of like may have been going for a while before that, you know,
Sure.
and a lot more behind the scenes, and then like. You know what I mean? Because there was definitely times you'd find him upset and stuff, and you would actually just maybe, like, I hate to say it, not take it really seriously. You know what I mean? Because you hear it a bunch of times, you know, and then you're like, okay, man, like, I know again, you know?
No.
I hate to say that, but, like, you're saying stuff that will help other people, and, like, I think, you know, like...
Maybe people need to open their eyes that it's not just something that...
Yeah, exactly. That's really what I learned from that, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it when people come to you with an issue, it might be more, like, deeper than...
Yeah, because, like, I've heard a lot of people say stuff like that when they're being dramatic and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never really take it seriously. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, and then he did it a few times. I kind of thought the same thing, to be honest, you know? And then all of a sudden you just get that call. I know he called me in the morning. I forget, I think. And then,
it was either the 23rd or the 24th.
He called me right away, and then his someone, or I think it was you or his dad, called me and then asked me to, like, kind of inform everyone on Facebook and for the funeral and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was a rough time, man. That was like even this past winter, just kind of reliving that. It was a little bit weird. Did you find it a little weird around that?
It's just very eerie whenever I think about it at all, you know? Because it seems so like yesterday. Really. Even when I got here, you're like, oh, it's been a while since you're here. I'm like, it feels like I was just here. Like,
I know. And we were talking about it, Vince, before you moved in.
Yeah.
Like my place was pretty much it was a party palace for a little while. Like, so we didn't even have a kitchen table. The kitchen was basically
basically just like 5 dudes and like a bunch of chicks.
And there was DJ equipment that we had set up, and people would be dancing to all hours of the morning and the next day.
Yeah, it was nice.
So like,
well, it's a great place to have that happen. Like,
it's a great.
It's also
great venue.
Sure, let's get it going again. No, I'm just kidding. Well, now it's a great place for podcasting and visiting and kind of keeping things in check. You know, but. I love seeing you. I love catching up with you. It's been too long, man. We'll do this again. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds
and we'll have people, we still got time. We got 20 minutes here. So, when it comes to women these days, what are you looking for? Are you single? Like, there's going to be some women watching
like,
this.
I've been talking, you know, like...
It's a sex podcast,
I've been doing my thing, but, like, you know, but, I mean...
You've always been a silent, like... behind closed door, like Mac Daddy kind of guy. I mean, I'll always hear the stories after, but I'll be like, man, I didn't even see that in the works. Like, I'll be there with you, and you'll be working on something, but you won't see it. You'll like, you'll find out about it the next day.
Subtle.
Subtle. You are. Sure.
Very polite.
Very polite. That's good. So you believe in consent?
Yeah. Of
course. But that.
Unlike Lukey.
Okay. So Luke, I'll have a talk with Luke about what consent is.
Yeah, Luke, where is he? Is he on here?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll tell him what consent is down the road. We'll sit down and let him know.
We always just like frame him for basically everything.
That's
terrible thing that we can.
Yeah. Have you done anything like anything wild, like any BDSM stuff? Have you gotten into?
No, I'm not into any of that really. I'm like you know, several minutes missionary.
So for being several minutes, I love it.
It's so much stuff.
So for being a guy that loves punishment in the ring, you're pretty vanilla.
No, I'm just like, you know, like I'm not wanting to bring in like toys and shit like that with.
Would you say that you're a guy that makes love?
No, I definitely don't.
You don't
I don't even kiss. Like, I haven't kissed.
You're like Pretty Woman.
I only kiss like an actual girlfriend, you know?
Yeah. Only an actual girlfriend, so there's
like you know what I'm saying? I look like a piece of shit right now.
No, you don't, man. No, you don't. You're good. So ladies, obviously we have the romantic in the house this evening. But man, I'm proud of you, dude. You've been doing really well, and I hope that you get into another relationship at some point in time, man. It'd be good to have that like if you're getting into these professional fights, when they zoom in on the girlfriend in the crowds, I always think like that's pretty cool. Like it's pretty cool to have your chick there supporting you, right?
Yeah.
No offense if anyone gets offended by chick, but your lady, your woman, whatever.
Do you think girls like that? I think girls get turned on.
I think so.
I like all the support.
You like all the support. But do you find that like when you say what you do for a living and what your passion is, do you find that they get that little fire in their eyes sometimes? They get a little more intrigued by the fighter?
Especially because it's physical?
I actually don't think so. I think...
Really?
Yeah, I think, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. But,
yeah, well, I don't think any of us do.
I just think it's like, like a confidence thing, It's like a status maybe. I don't think they really care if you're a fighter or not. I think guys care more if you're a fighter.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's just like the guys with the biggest muscles at the gym, right? I mean, guys love guys with big
it's
guys love the barbarian.
I don't think girls really care. Like if they just see one guy getting more attention, maybe they'll do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they care. I think it's more, like just being funny and laid back and chilling.
Just being yourself, man.
Yeah,
for sure. No, I agree, man. What do you think, Vinny Chase?
No, I agree. And I think it's probably like if you're passionate about anything, right? That's an attractive thing.
Right? I think so.
If you're passionate about fucking
podcasting,
painting.
Yeah, if you're passionate about podcasting, right? Yeah. Here I am. Well, this is a new thing, man. It's something that I wanted to start. I had these ideas of, hey, let's connect with people from London. I can still connect with people from The Bachelor, but let's make this about equal people just coming by and shooting shit, right?
I like the idea. Like right when I saw you do the podcast, I was like, I wanted to be on there.
Absolutely. And we love having you, man. And
I've been on a few,
Tell me,
I get pretty comfortable on them, but like. The beginning, there's always that weird little period where you're like,
what the fuck's going on? Yeah, you've got to kind of feel out the guy that's going to be asking you the questions, right? So where's this guy going to direct me, right? So, what podcast have you been on? How did these come
just the Gi Top. It's one, like I've been on that one a couple times.
Yeah.
It's like a jiu-jitsu one that did really well too. I don't know if they're still going.
Yeah.
Couple sports podcasts, nothing crazy, nothing like this one yet.
Yeah. Did you have to travel for those?
No, a lot of them were like done through. I've done like ones where it's like over the phone.
Sure, that's a big thing now.
The computer,
Yeah, Skype.
This is the second one I've done where it's like in person.
In person, Mike.
Yeah, I think it's better though.
Yeah, this is the way to do it.
It's easier.
This is the way to do it.
More natural.
It's fun. Yeah.
And we're still including everyone with all the fucking iPads. I mean, everybody can see what we're doing. So, and you're gonna see the intro video. Have you seen our sexy intro video with the?
I think I did.
You did, yeah. So you'll like that one. You'll want to share the finished product.
Yeah, definitely will.
Especially after this conversation. So this is your how many podcasts? Like number 10?
Maybe 9.
9 or 10?
9th, yeah.
So where do we rank so far?
I like it.
You like it? Yeah.
I like them all. Like I just as long as we're shooting the shit and joking around, I like it.
Yeah. What about the sex show on Sundays? Would you come on and be part of that?
Like I'll come on all of it.
Okay.
As long as I'm free, I don't care.
I think we're gonna.
I came here right from training today.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's cool.
Anything interesting happened in training today?
Gave out my buddy Liam his first stripe today after sticking to it for a while. One of the guys who shows up after he says it drunkenly and sticks to it.
Really? Is that directed at me?
That's directed to everyone. That's directed to everyone. Every single person I know.
So good job, Liam.
There's literally every single guy I've ever met in my life
has said
those words to me.
I'm coming into train.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll see you Monday. Every single guy. I tell you, you'll laugh right now. Get drunk with me.
Yeah.
And then say it tonight.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
You literally will.
Yeah, you'll get harassed though. You'll get harassed.
Stuck to it, and on and off, and then got his first stripe tonight. So.
Well, I'd love to help you guys out. Like when this starts taking off and becoming big, I mean, I'd love to give you guys some advertising. I'll come in and train, and we'll exchange services.
Just keep it going, supporting each other always.
Sure. But I do want to have you back on the sex show. We're reformatting that. We're gonna actually. I talked to my producer today. He's down on Bid Chat right there. Say hi to Bid Chat, Chris. This is
what's up, Bid Chat?
Los Angeles based. And we're gonna come up with something really good for Sundays. So we're gonna shut down for a minute, and then I'll bring you back on so we can get a bunch of guests.
Sweet.
I realized, hey, you're doing 3 podcasts a week. It's kind of hard to go out and find a stripper.
I'm always going to support it though.
Awesome.
I'll try to sign other ones with other fighters if you want to.
Yeah, other fighters, and like it's all about
different types of people, right? Like everybody.
It's all about everybody having a story, right? And it's not about who's fucking more important than this person or whatever. Or like for the sex show, I wanted to find a stripper and a virgin and put them on the same show, and I realized
I think
on the show with you too. That would be funny, right?
Same CLB.
What would you chase after?
Same CLB.
Just out of curiosity, I guess you'd have to see them probably. But what would you go after first, the virgin or the stripper?
I don't care.
You don't care.